Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the top side as the US player, we have LuckyStilet. Spawn on the south side as the orange, well, not always orange, Panzer Elite player, we have QAQ. We do have the Captain Grad push his way forward. Likely we'll see some extra, well, of course we're going to see some extra units being deployed out here, but will it be an extra Captain Grad, or will it be an extra, or will it be Panzer Grenadiers? This map is relatively large, not unheard of going for a second Captain Grad. And of course, we got multiple engineers being pulled out. No barracks just yet, so he's likely to go for a barracks with this engineer. Actually, wait a second. This is a quadruple engineer opener. Oh, crap! I hit the Windows button. Oh, great! Don't tell me it's going to bug out with a black screen. But you guys second? What's it called? It was the second Kettengrad. And I hit a screenshot. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons today. Oh. I've been playing some Bannerlord recently. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, and I've been getting all the buttons mixed up that game. My apologies. But we do have a barracks now being deployed on out. Panzer Grenadiers pushing the way forward. We got no logistics company just yet, so he's going for some sort of. He's using the Kettengrads going capturing points, and he's probably going to use the Panzer Grenadiers to assault. Second squad of Panzer Grenadiers have been pulled out. 4 engineers is a lot, but it will compete with double Kettengrad opener in capping pressure, and of course, engineers can force back Kettengrads. Those Kettengrads are of course unarmed. G43s have been pulled out, not big surprise. Panzer Grenadiers should be a win out versus engineers, no problem. And now got some rifle fire connecting. Another G43 squad, or not G43 squad, Panzer Grenadier squad advancing. Kettengrads are around the flanks, and we do probably another squad of Panzer Grenadiers being deployed on out as well, if I'm hitting the right buttons as well. Rifleman squad, fresh rifleman squad has deployed on out. This engineer is quite wounded, may need to get inside the garrison to fight from. And, well, when I say getting the garrison to fight from, I meant the engineers, not the Panzer Grenadiers. An engineer squad is prone to being wiped at this moment. He is severely wounded. Over here, we've got this squad engaged in the G43 squad, getting knocked around by the Kettengrad. The G43 squad just now received damage there. This could potentially be a squad wipe. Gets body blocked by the Panzer Grenadiers, who are just standing there menacingly.
Point is being taken by the enemy.
And the engineer squad will manage to escape on out. The other one has escaped on forward as well, not retreating.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
Rifleman squad pushing way out. Second rifleman squad on the build queue.
Rifle squad on the field. Guys, listen up. Engineers getting hammered out here.
Up here, rifleman squad is advancing. Already engaged the Kettengrad. Of course, the rifleman squad should be a win out versus an unarmed Kettengrad. And this engineer still receiving a bit of fire. This engineer is advancing forward as well. And here comes a flamer. This engineer is coming forward as well. Even if he does force back the flamer squad, this squad should be able to get enough damage on in. In other words, this Panzer Grenadier squad will need to fall back. Does fall back. Skips off 2 models there. And the flamer squad still has a decent amount of health, while the other squad is quite wounded. Flamer squad could be picked off from a distance there. Has dropped the model and does fall back nice and early. Rifleman squad here does get forced back by the pair of Panzer Grenadiers, and the Kettengrad does decapture that fuel point.
We're losing ground out there.
This single engineer has captured that fuel point, or munitions point, but is out of supply. Is this a logistics company? Kampfgriff company. Is it going to go for straight for Panzer Command for 2-2s, or will we be going for some infantry half tracks? I don't know why. I have a feeling it's going to be for infantry half tracks. He has a lack of Panzer Grenadiers on the field. Just, well, 4 is still a good number. Most people go for 5.
They're going after one of our munitions
But
points.
I have a gut feeling he's going to go for infantry half tracks. Does get some great suppression there. And now the rifleman squad is fully pinned, and he will need to fall back soon. Flame Engineer squad, however, is advancing, so the Rifleman squad is sticking around for the Flame Engineer. Flame Engineer is behind heavy cover, getting some great AoE damage there. We got a nice flank from the Rifleman squad. He does actually not retreat back that squad. It was actually very, very beneficial. And Panther Grenadier squads both get forced back. This Rifleman squad still has all 6 models. In fact, the US player dropped no models right there.
Supply lines are broken.
And this single engineer scorer capturing some points. He doesn't have to worry about hitting any landmines. He's against Panzer Elite. There's only a couple units can deploy out landmines or anti-infantry landmines, and that will be missions half track.
Defensive operations.
Defensive operations. There's a doctrinal selection. He has gone for infantry. Let's switch over to the Panzer Elite player. Let's see what doctrine he's going for. But I was just saying beforehand, there's only a couple ways to deploy out landmines, and one of them is through the missions half track, which is a very rare item to see. It's one of some landmines, or not landmines, tank traps there, not half tracks. Rifleman squad getting some great damage there. He's going to force back the Panzer Grenadier really shortly. The Flamer squad is advancing for as well. He may lose his squad entirely. It is severely wounded, and this gets wiped out. Single engineer still go over and capture some points, and still doing a great job with that single squad. We are going to see a Panzer Jäger command. He's going to go for straight for a 2-2-2. Probably 2 2-2-2s, if not 5. D43 squad getting some damage there. He has dropped a model of his own squad. Rifleman squad not really firing. He does use suppressive fire ability right there. Maybe a little bit early for that. Trying to stop this fuel point. STGs have been upgraded on this squad here. Getting some good damage there onto this Rifleman squad. He has 3 squads out, 2 G43s, 1 STG squad. And that Flamer Engineer could get potentially wiped. Still potentially could be wiped. Does manage to escape off 2 of the models. Very, very low in health indeed. Camouflage ability. And I was thinking, 3 Panzer Grenadier squads, he could go for, I was thinking he could go for Volkswagen Jägers and replenish his other squads or some Luftwaffe ground forces, but he has selected the Luftwaffe ground forces. We've got 2 doctrinal lock-ins. And there's no music playing, so switch back to the US player because we got music for him, at least. Single 222 has been deployed. We've got a motor pool now out in the field. As well as a treehouse center. He has rebuilt his 4th engineer, so he has 4 engineers, 2 which upgraded flamers, 3 riflemen, and a half track being deployed now. The half track is effective versus 2-2-2, and I believe, well, a quarter half track at least. And I'm pretty sure a quarter half track does win out versus a 2-2-2, so that will be a good counter to the 2-2-2. You don't need to go for full Greyhound when you can just go for a quarter half track. Both of them do consume quite a bit of munitions as well.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
I think the quad half track does consume less munitions in total with the quad upgrade. Sorry about that if you may have heard my drink opening on up.
Victory point. We are losing a victory point.
Half track deployed on out. Let's keep the half track selected. Yes, immediately into quad half track. And we've got these 2 engineers. Both ones are not upgraded flamers. He does have down 1 model to this squad here, but he can still use the capture of points. He's been very effective with a single model capture. Nothing being deployed up on Panzer Command, nor from the Kampfgruppe Company. Quarter half track is almost fully upgraded.
They're taking one of our points.
This dude is quite wounded, and we've got a good number of tank traps being pulled out by the US player. He has gone for infantry, so that will really limit the mobility of his opponent. And wait a second, that squad was on this building and not this building there. Double. And we've got a forward HQ here? Okay, that's a little bit unusual. I like it. I like seeing unusual. Like I said, I do like seeing all the tank traps everywhere as well. Here's a 2 Captain Graz, 2-2 still down south, bit wounded. Now we do have a Panzer support command. Let's switch over to him. Let's see what's being deployed out. A light AT half track. Oh, we got now the Panzer Elite music.
Ready for mission orders. Vehicle made ready.
I do like the Panzer Elite music. And now I do have a support weapon sector. It's maybe for a 30 cal. Doubt that. It's definitely going to be a sniper or for 2.
Grenadiers, ready. Awaiting instructions.
Congrats. Some of them are a bit wounded. One's just wounded. This one just got wounded. In fact, being on fire. As also receiving fire. And the engineer squad does fall back.
Go on!
Captain Grad School does fall back. And now we do have a light ATF track deployed out in the field. This Grad does spot the engineers wiring up the region, and there's a good number of tank traps deployed out here as well. A lot of field craft.
We are losing ground.
And Grad does decapture this field point there, gets damage engine crit, tries to sneak away, but the engineers can pursue it, and does spot it there. That Grad should be good as dead.
Panther scouts here.
And the 222 does go out of control. Mortar half track has been deployed on out. The Panzer Elite player does have a good mix of light vehicles, and depending what mix he has deployed out in a region, should be engaged the quad half track. This dude does provide some great mobility, so it's able to hit multiple flanks, while the light half track needs to be in a hunting sort of mode, try to hunt down that quad half track. But we do have now the M1 AT gun. Gets directed there on the light half track, and the quad half track does pitch into shots as well. So next AT shot does pick up the light AT half track in 1-2 hit. Mortar, however, Mortar half track getting some great hits there. He's prioritized fire on that light, or not light, AT gun.
The enemy advances.
Squad, ready for orders.
No doctrine ability has been selected here. We're likely to see the ultimate power shoot into the artillery pieces for the US players. That's usually the common path to go down for. We hardly see Rangers get deployed out, but we do see them, and they're well controlled. They're excellent. Crafting squads do fall back as 4HQ makes it very hard for them to assault this region. He perhaps could keep a Panzer Grenadier inside the garrison to get some good healing, as well as good coverage. On this side of the building, just the one window, but there's some windows right here as well, so if he advances forward, he could perhaps sort of camp around this building. And just because it's sandbags here does not mean it actually provides cover.
Infantry is
Yep, does not provide cover. Mortar half track now raining some rounds on him to go have a incendiary mortar there. Berkentika? As much as I joke around like, oh, you lost a vehicle, better build a Berkentika. We do see a Berkentika. Of course, got the half track can be covered, so can this Kettengrad, or there it is. And looks like another vehicle went down. It looks like the other Kettengrad went down somewhere right there. So these light vehicles can be recovered. We've got Fallschirmjägers now able to pull it out. The amount of stuff he's firing, I wonder if he realizes he's fighting against infantry doctrine. The quarter half track may give away what doctrine is going for, since quarter half track is a relatively uncommon item to see. Bergentika's making his advance. He should perhaps recover the light TF track first. The Bergentika hull does provide suppression, if I remember correctly. Given enough time, it can suppress infantry forces. Mortar half track will be firing a barrage onto the AT gun. It's going to be recovering the light ATF track now. Very nice. Fallschirmjägers have pointed out, but getting singed by the US engineer. He needs to fall back sooner rather than later because he's prone to being wiped at this moment. Engineers just get inside the garrison, and that's maybe a wiped out Fallschirmjäger.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
And oh, the flamer actually doesn't have a window on this side, does it?
Comrades have given their
Oh,
lives
either way,
for
it's
homeland.
dead. Fresh Fallschirmjäger squad being pulled out as well. And it looks like from either one of these two structures, got the 2-2 in this region. able to help ward away the advance.
That last shot did it.
And light half-track has been covered, needs some repairs. But it's there under the
Butterfly
engineer.
bombs are now available for use against the enemy, meine Kampftruppen.
Most people go down the right side for the Luftwaffe ground forces, but this time he's going down the left side for the Fallschirmjäger and the butterfly bombs. The Henschel strafing support is probably not a good item once you realize his opponent has gone for infantry, but that may be a bit difficult sometimes. We do still not have a motor pool, so the Henschel will be very worthless in this matchup. So hopefully he doesn't go down this line. Maybe he holds his command points and wait and see what his opponent's going for. So far, I don't think there's been any indication that his opponent has gone for infantry.
That's done it.
And we got now 2 snipers deployed on the field. 3 kills. So one has been spotted. The other one will be making itself known relatively soon.
Have we new orders?
And looks like these
Ready and waiting.
tank traps do get crushed. Looks like the Birkentiga can crush half tank traps.
Deployed.
Is that why he got the Birkentiga also to crush tank traps? His opponent has been quite aggressive in pulling
Our
out tank
support
traps.
command abilities have been upgraded.
Now you can get out Panzer 4Cs.
Taking fire.
This unsure build style of the Panzer Elite player is getting me curious. Good hit there by the light TF track, getting a 3rd infantry kill. More AT gun getting some hits on the Birkentiga, but the Birkentiga is a Tiger Hull, one of the Porsche Tiger Hulls, if I remember correctly. Though it's actually not. That depends on how accurate War Thunder. Oh!
Proven its superiority once again.
Rifleman gets wiped by the light TF track.
Ready to displace.
Depends how accurate you want to say the Porsche Tiger is
Reporting enemy fire.
in War Thunder. The Porsche Tiger has like angled corners, but it's hard to say if it's like what variant of the Tiger it is. But it says failed like Tiger
They're
variant.
losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
One hit there from the sniper. Panzergrenadiers make an advance.
Enemy unit
Ooh!
eliminated.
There goes a sniper right there, as well as one of the models of the AT gun. At first, you got both the snipers, but just one of them. AT gun has got overran as well. Birkentiga does not have the engineering, so he's caught up in terrain. Sniper being pursued, has suppressive fire ability there from the G43, so he does escape out, however.
Objective has been taken. No sign of enemy forces.
Rush a pair of AT tank traps. And now here goes Quad Half Track trying to get some suppression. Needs some good damage at least. G43 squad non-engaging. And the Rifleman squad is at quite healthy. Fort HQ is still up and going. He could potentially deploy a Luftwaffe ground forces squad and deploy out a flak Irving near the healing radius of that building. That is a possibility. Not sure how effective that is. And his opponent has deployed out. Nope, he did not deploy out tank traps up here.
Jaeger Command is now available to aid our worthy cause.
Okay, I'm not sure if he's gotten the Panther upgrade just yet, but he may have all his upgrades required for the Panther research. Okay, that will definitely allow him to know that he's fighting against infantry doctrine if he's paying close enough attention. Engineer squad does fall back, interrupts that landmine as well. This one was either built or paused.
They have destroyed an enemy unit.
It looks like 2-2 may have got a wipe there. Don't see any corpses, however. We got a fresh US sniper to replace this fallen US sniper. And that is a US landmine. We don't see... Why is it... Oh, butterfly bombs. He does have to be worried about those type of landmines. Not anti-vehicle landmines, but anti-infantry landmines. He could potentially capture this, oh, AT gun. No, not with the snipers in the region. He does split his fire, which means snipers could potentially 1-2 shot one of those squads. Does fall back now. Got mortars now running into this garrison. Right from the squad have gotten out of the garrison. We've got some hits there onto the armored car. Incendiary mortar does come out.
Fallschirmjäger here.
Fallschirmjägers have been reinforced or healed. Gotten all these models who are down one member. He has plenty of population room as well. Of course, we got the M2 now out in the field. Hopefully it does. Okay, he is not gone for the Henschel Street support. It'd be a good idea for him not to go for it. Panther battle group is now available, and that's why he's not reinforcing. As we probably see the Panthers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yes.
They're shooting at us. We're still alive, sir.
And the Berkentica has received quite a bit of abuse. He will need to get it repaired up. Luckily, he has some Panzer Grenadiers back at home. Panther is now able to breach the front line. And did he lose a sniper to an S-mine? Yes, he did. Not S-mine, butterfly bomb. Very good butterfly bombs. Those snipers have to be careful. It seems like I see a lot of snipers go down to any sort of landmine. Speaking about landmines, this one does find a landmine there. AT gun is here. Best maybe for him to stand and fight and focus on the AT gun. Got another AT gun here being crewed up. Okay, this one needs to fall back. He does have the Berkentica, does decrew this AT gun. 2-2 is facing forward, does draw some fire, charging forward. He does spot the sniper there. Does he hit the AT gun? Does he hit the sniper? Both are good targets. Howitzer trying to engage on it. Does take out some butterfly bombs there. It does decrew that AT gun. Those do, but the Berkentica could potentially recover it. More butterfly bombs going down to the howitzer barrage. Rolls a bounce there with the M2. And this AT gun has been reclaimed and does avoid the incendiary mortar. Light Abstract does get a destroyed engine crit. And we've got now 2 AT guns here. It's perhaps a little bit too dangerous for that Panther to stay around too long, but it needs one deadly hit. Rolls a miss. Mortar does get a hit there. He is sticking around maybe a little bit too long and does get the quarter half track. Will need to fall back. That does deny forward reinforcements. Though the Panther may get destroyed, needs to continue running back. It's being saved by its armor. And his vehicles need repairs, and he needs to stop body blocking the mortar half track and light AT half track. Berkentica has been repaired on up.
Steady up, man. Orders from Kompanie-Führer.
And Fallschirmjäger is still over here, not upgraded with FG-42s, but he's doing a good job spending his missions, most likely on all on butterfly bombs. And it'd be good if he does knock off the Henschel strafing support. It's going to have very, very limited number of targets. In fact, has 0 targets at the moment.
Advanced repairs are now available to the Kampfgruppe.
That's going to be very important indeed. Here comes the howitzer barrage, trying to hit these assets. Berkentica is not repairing up the Panthers when it really needs to. He can perhaps push it up north as well, claim himself a Kettengrad.
Base is under enemy fire.
Well,
Kettengrad has been deployed on out, fresh one. And the repair rate is going on up, but he will lose a lot of field control taking time to repair that up. He does need the stealth Kettengrad will actually be very important dealing with these landmines. Takes to the carcass there. He knows he's fighting against a Berkentica, so now he does know to destroy the carcasses when he sees them. Got a fresh set of butterfly bombs, but I'm not sure where. Right there. Fallschirmjägers may need to fall back. The snipers are probably a little bit too much for them. Oh. Butterfly bomb. This guy's wounded as well. Likely will kill him one hit. He does fall back right there. Engineers with minesweepers coming on forward as well. Does get one of the vulture makers on retreat. Saw a landmine getting blown up right there. Not sure. Oh, yep, there's more butterfly bombs. Bergantiga pushes way forward, finds a landmine there. Notice there's now a second M2 deployed on out of the field. And since he's fighting against a player who does not have off-map artillery, it is relatively safe to put them next to each other. But relatively. You can still recover the Kettengrad over here. And the Bergantiga is receiving quite a bit of fire right now. Panther pushing way forward up the north. Some of these butterfly bombs are still in the region. Now here comes the STG squad and a G43 squad.
The enemy has 300 points.
Potion makers engaging the sniper. Sniper is a little bit wounded. Is Infantry too as well. It does find another landmine. The US player is doing a good job with all of these landmines, which does stall the advance of this Panther. We got, of course, got the AT gun here. M2 lining up a barrage onto as well. There's some Panzer Grenadiers nearby as well. He needs to back off these Panzer Grenadiers. Let the Panther retreat back with using this armor. Does not take out the supply yard just yet. But needs to make sure these Panzer Grenadiers are out of the artillery barrage before he starts repairing it up. Oh, he has lost a Panther there. Ooh, that's pretty good loss right there. Got an AT gun there. May have received some sticky bombs. Light TF track does find some hits. Bergantiga's hull mount machine gun's not exactly firing. The Bergantiga can recover the carcass. In fact, though the artillery barrage is running on in, he may destroy the carcass with it.
Kampfgruppe Leer can now use the feared Luftwaffe ground forces.
Luftwaffe ground forces now available. Bergantiga receiving quite a bit of fire now. Specialty 2. It's the carcass. You may be focused on the carcass now. Yep, that's definitely focused on the carcass. And remember the AT gun as well. It has high enough. The squad members had high enough health, but the gun itself was nearly destroyed. Also efficiency 2, which is very, very good. I'm for a barrage on the last known location of the mortar of the AT gun, and got some more landmines being built as well. This Panther is getting repaired on up. Yep. It'd be not a good idea to deploy out any flak 88s. He knows against howitzers. Maybe a good idea to get out, if he can, a Hotchkiss to perhaps try to barrage these guys. Probably not a very good idea, though, honestly. He needs a way to reach those two howitzers. I'm not so sure what would be the best way to do that other than rushing forward with some 222s. We will need, of course, a lot of Kettengrads for minesweep purposes.
Can use Luftwaffe ground forces.
Howdy! I think I'm casting one of your games, aren't I? Ocean Maker Squad is falling on back. And his Kettengrad does receive a sticky bomb there, so he does have sticky bomb research.
The enemy is stealing a victory point from beneath our noses.
STG squad should be able to run this AT gun. Panther's here to support as well, so maybe I'll focus on the AT gun entirely. This engineer has no minesweepers, no flamer. This one does have a minesweeper. And the AT gun does get decrewed. Maybe a good idea to focus on the AT gun. Get it wiped out. Yep, he's going to be focusing it down now. And over here, the Fallschirmjäger squad is falling on back.
Our comrades have given their lives for the homeland.
Ooh, good landmine on the tree path right there. Wiping out that STG squad.
Attention.
Boy, he has a lot of
Enemy
Fallschirmjägers.
advances.
None of them upgraded, of course. He's saving up all of his munitions for butterfly bombs. And the music's not playing again for some odd reason. So let's switch back to the US player.
Territory sector being captured.
Panther does receive a sticky bomb there, getting damage engine crit.
Engineers, taking fire.
Got a lot of forces right there. Artillery are now raining on in. And it looks like the mortar half track has been reclaimed by the Birkentinga.
Enemy unit down.
This landmine was swept by the Kettengrad, but hasn't actually been noticed. Looks like a fresh light. Nope, not a fresh light half track. Has 14 kills. Sticky bomb has been thrown once again on the Panther. Just some damage. And laying down a landmine right in front of it. That may be a bit bold. And does interrupt the landmine placement there. And destroys the landmine there as well with that shot. Doesn't detonate, of course, because it's not fully built. Light half track finds trying to fire some shots against the infantry. Gets fully immobilized there. AT gun set up on a good angle. Rolls a pounce there. The frontal armor's more shown. Cubby Heroes 3 added side armor now, right? In Cubby Heroes 2, there's like half the back tank was rear armor, half the front tank was frontal armor, but I think Cubby Heroes 3 added side armor now, right? Tomorrow I'm going to play that game on stream.
We're down to 200 points.
Panzer Grenadiers push my way forward. As well, that fence flies away. Does find some butterfly bombs there. I think the butterfly bomb also splashed a little bit, hitting the light TF track. Though it was already pretty wounded. Panther also gets a damaged engine crit. Now it really can't move. Now it receives a death crit. Now it really can't move. Though the Birkentinga can actually change that fact. Birkentinga receiving a bit of fire from these AT guns. This AT gun, ooh, loses a sniper to a 2-2, and the other sniper does go down to the landmine. 40 cal placement. Will likely destroy that 2-2. The 2-2 does in fact go down. Birkentinga is falling back with very little health remaining. This AT gun does not find a shot on it. Efficiency 2 is very nice. Rifleman, Veterancy 2 as well. Fallschirmjäger, Luftwaffe ground forces are advancing, overrunning this AT gun. The Luftwaffe ground forces does take out that AT gun. There's inside this garrison. One window on this side is not very good against that rifleman. One window on this side, not firing at the moment. And looks like this AT gun is getting hit by 2 windows there. 3 windows, actually. So it looks like it's getting some good fire from all angles, but we're seeing fire from all angles. Sort of. Another landmine detonation somewhere. This right here, mortar half track finds the landmine, which is mostly meant for infantry. And the Luftwaffe ground forces does get wiped out right there. Over here, engineers advancing with a minesweeper. With all the butterfly bombs around, he needs more minesweepers. He's lost all of his flamer engineers. Both sides have lost quite a bit.
We're losing ground out there.
I swear, these invisible buttons are annoying to me. Remember correctly, like there's a button right here. I think because I'm playing in 4K, there's always these invisible buttons in the middle of the screen, which always annoys the crap out of me. Nope, does find a landmine there. Butterfly bomb. Kettengrad is trying to run away. Seeing a bit of fire. Trying to capture the munitions point, which means to fully fall back, and the engineers are going to be sweeping these mines. Fallschirmjäger squad and Luftwaffe ground forces, as well as some artillery support for the Rifleman squad. Does fall back with both these squads. Yeah, but keep on finding that triage center. There is some sort of icon around this region getting me to hit that triage center. I don't know where. As a matter of sometimes there's like a button right here.
We have a threat to our victory.
Oh, either way, got some more butterfly bombs right from the sniper. Sniper better not advance, or else he may get blown up again. Oh, oh no.
Supply lines are
Oh no.
We have territory cut
Oh
off.
no. Oh, that didn't kill him. First one's like, oh, that did some damage, didn't kill him, but does fall back. Like, yep, better get out of there.
We got, looks like mixed AT. Any personal mines?
No AT mines, buddy. 2-2's pushing way forward, fresh 2-2. Iron for a flank, got 6 command points here. Does have rangers available. That may be enough to max out the left line. Rifleman squad getting some great engagements on the Potion Maker, does force him back.
It's ready. Construction is finished. All ready.
And the Rifleman squad is seeing a bit of fire right there.
Don't get too comfortable. Sector movement.
Got a fresh sniper deployed on out. He has currently 2 snipers out in the field. And we've got the 2-2 and the mortar half track now pushing way forward. Though the mortar half track's not simply one you want to do drive-bys with. 2-2, it has some damage engine crit, maybe from hitting a
Grenades have
landmine.
arrived.
He's gone for grenades. Got a bit of munitions stored up. Notice he's not going for any off-map howitzer shoots. G43 squad getting overran. He does deploy out some fresh Potion Makers, trying to overrun these snipers. He does force them back at least.
Hostiles in the combat. Base is under attack.
This AT can make it overran. Getting it decrewed is very important. It's efficiency 2. And got this AT gun also advancing forward as well. This AT gun does get decrewed, losing that efficiency. Does throw a frag grenade there. Wasn't exactly successful. Pushing to the base, trying to get these snipers. May also get some artillery pieces there. Does hop inside the HQ, but both of them gets gunned down.
Headquarters is reporting enemy fire.
Sticky bomb does connect, getting it fully immobilized. Well, better start hitting the artillery pieces. Does get one decrewed, remove the efficiency.
Enemy unit
Bazooka does come forward, taking out that 2-2. Maybe a good idea to upgrade the Rangers with Thompsons. Right now, they're just anti-vehicle. And now the Rifleman squad does fall back. There's fresh 2-2 currently out in the field. Barkantiga's still alive. If Pass could drive in this HQ and recover that carcass.
losing a victory point.
Though we can always
losing a
reclaim this
victory point.
Kettengrad as well as this Kettengrad as well. Recovering them is very useful. Helps provide some more capturing report, and seeing he has Potion Makers selected, Luftwaffe ground forces, he should be able to get out some nice camouflage scouts. One bazooka does connect. Looks like there's only one window on that side. It does get a sticky bomb there as well. So that's going to be a dead 2-2. Didn't even need the sticky bomb. Engineers could potentially finish off the Fallschirmjägers. Usually a Minesweeper engineer squad's not really great, but the Fallschirmjägers are low enough to warrant gets a full wipe there. A rare wipe by the engineers.
What are my coordinates?
AT gun will get overran and will get decrewed by the Luftwaffe ground forces. Rangers making an advance. No Thompson upgrade just on them just yet. He's low on munitions. And does force back the Luftwaffe ground forces as more mortars are raining on in over here. Bergantica making the advance. The Bergantica does, of course, have a hull-mounted machine gun which can suppress. Though the Rangers can just fire it up in case that's the case. There's also a landmine there. In which having those standing type of landmine is a bit dangerous. You never know when a mortar may hit, blows it up, and wipes out your own squad. Of course, now we've got some butterfly bombs. They do get spotted there. Best not to destroy them right next to his own landmine, because blow up his own landmine. Put it there onto the Bergantiga. And good hit there as well. Since there's no Thompson's upgrade on there, he's able to pass bazooka across multiple models, keeping those bazookas up and firing. And there's actually another forward HQ right here. He does deploy out some more Potion Makers to prevent the decapture of the structure. And of course, force back the engineer squad. This point has been fully destroyed, perhaps by the M2s. North, I hear some... Nope, that's his rifleman squad aiding the Captain Grad, forcing him back. Another sniper. Was that
Losing
sniper
ground
number
out
8?
there.
Potion Jaegers don't actually have healing capabilities on this forward HQ since it's not in sector. No, it should be in sector, right? Yep, it's going... They're being healed up because we don't see the healing effect because they're out of vision. Credits there onto the Berkantiga. Berkantiga now has a damaged engine crit as well, and does take out the mortar half track with the M2. If able to finish the Berkantiga, he can prevent it from being recovered, and there goes Berkantiga. You can always use the Berkantiga to recover the Berkantiga. You can get rid of playback in the console? Okay, I need to know that. How do I do that, if I might ask?
We're at 100 points and dropping.
Heavy enemy fire on our position!
Portuguese are advancing forward with the Panzer Grenadier support. Rangers usually suppressive fire. I think fired up maybe on cooldown. Does fall back.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Objective secure.
And of course these landmines are being struck now, which of course will prevent his own landmine being blown up by it.
Minefield's clean.
Ocean Makers engaged by the riflemen. Grenade has been thrown. Good grenade there, getting a lot of damage. One model as well. It's going to force back the Ocean Jaeger squad. Veteran C2 on the rifleman squad as well. But got another fresh Ocean Jaeger squad. We may see a sticky bomb there. No, he was not quick enough on the draw. He does have 100 munitions, so that's plenty of munitions for a sticky bomb. Hopefully.
Guys, listen up.
And Sniper does show that Kaliningrad what a bullet is. And the Kaliningrad acknowledges it by removing some of his own health. The Barrage trying to hit the Volkswagen squad, got the Rangers pushing way forward, and now being upgraded Thompsons. Let's see, we haven't seen any more light vehicles. Light TF track's not exactly the most highly rated item in the field. So now going for our Thompson upgrade on his Rangers is actually a great idea.
Took the point right under their goddamn noses.
In this match, you see so much stress. Engineers inside the garrison using their 2 submachine guns. When the models do in fact go down, Sniper's firing away gets 1 level of efficiency. Alta Barrage getting some good hits there, taking out the carcass as well as a couple models. Now here comes the Thompson Rangers at very close range. Does use fired up as well.
Enemy unit down.
Ooh, and he gets a hit there on the Kaliningrad. I wonder if that was actually a scatter and a miss actually got the kill. Either way, the Kaliningrad is down. Luftwaffe ground forces and engineer minesweeper engaging at close range with light TF support, and the full looks like the engineer squad does lose out. That does have 1 level of veterancy.
Battalion reinforcements standing by.
I don't know why I heard Italian reinforcements, not battalion.
That's the ballgame.
By the way, we got some off-map combat group here, getting a pair of AT, well at least 1 AT gun, an MG, a rifleman, and a Hellcat with the 50 cal. Nice mix. Never half bad idea to get an extra AT gun just in case. The 30 cal could be useful. We'll secure up the sector, make it more secure. And the Hellcat, always nice to have as well. Though it's not exactly a Sherman for anti-infantry purposes, but extra armor never hurts because it's going to force your opponent to deploy out something to counter it. Though the light TF track can make it mobile, and crit it, but at least his engineers can repair those up. And, oh yeah, the Hellcat's going to be very useful with that Panthers, and the extra AT gun.
Losing a victory.
Yeah, right now, 2 AT guns are on the field. That extra AT gun, the Hellcat's going to be very useful indeed.
AT ready.
Does get Sticky Bomb off there, gets a rear armor hit as well.
Sector being captured.
Damage engine crit, very nice. Here comes the Hellcat, gets a hit there as well. Multiple pens there. Hellcat does receive a hit. AT gun needs to reposition out of angle. He is low on munitions, can't bring him off map power shoot. And Hellcat now are seeing quite a bit of fire right now. Do you have bazookas here? Maybe Sticky Bomb. Yes, the Sticky Bomb does connect. And now here comes some Butterfly Bombs. He does have this engineer here from Minesweeper Forces. He's not going to do all too much. Does get immobilized. Hellcat does go down. AT gun has rotated around. And he has to make sure he doesn't actually shoot. Oh, takes out a artillery piece there. Destroyed engine crit, not getting... he's getting unlucky with the crits. Rolls a bounce of the M2. Rangers have both bazookas up and going, even though they've dropped the model. Dancing around. Panthers are both charging forward, gets one hit there. Needs to throw a Sticky Bomb. Doesn't have enough munitions. Oh, he throws a Sticky Bomb that one. Loses both the artillery pieces because his Rangers are dancing around. Because they're split around the Panther. Main gun destroyed there, and the AT gun does finish that one off. AT gun's now pushing way forward. Both Panthers go down.
Under attack.
And rolls a bounce there, getting out a fresh sniper. Does crush one of the Ranger models there. And right now he has currently no bazookas up and firing. He needs reinforcements to get that bazooka model firing. He's right on the far side of the weapon center. He needs to make sure his squad are... Look at this, the bazooka model's getting knocked around. Does use a stop order command there, allowing him to line up the shot and take out the Panther.
Enemy units under attack.
Now, those Panthers stayed alive a lot longer than they should have.
Sniper deployed.
Right now, the US players running low on tickets. Rangers have been reinforced.
We have a threat to our victory point.
A lot of infantry forces pushing the way forward as well. Maybe a good idea to go for rifleman bars, since he can getting off at combat groups from now on, likely. Be a good idea to perhaps get some bars out to make his riflemen a little bit more effective. Though the Potion Makers are unupgraded, so they can perhaps pick up the bars themselves if they get dropped. Potion Maker squad does fall back. Snipers picking off these forces.
Infantry squad reporting.
AT gun does get overran. This engineer squad will need to fall back, trying to capture this point. That's double capture against him. He doesn't have a whole lot of BPs left. Sticky Bomb does connect. AT gun does take out the light TF track. And we got a forward HQ right here for the US player. Unusual, but I'll take it. I think he's going to take it as well, with a lot of reinforcements. Oh, he did take it by securing it with forward HQ.
What are my coordinates?
Panzer Grenadiers are going to be overrun the MG. The defensive placement is right there, the 30 column placement. And the Potion Maker gets wiped out by the 1-2 shot from the snipers. More butterfly bombs. He still does not his engineers alive. He will need to pull out another squad of engineers. The amount of butterfly bombs he's fighting, he does need another squad of engineers for that. We got Potion Makers inside of the garrison right there. We'll need to recapture this point here. Got a single capture favor the US player. And soon to be a single capture when he captures up this and the US player captures up this. These are single Potion Maker models, not snipers. At first I thought they were snipers, but that would make no sense.
The enemy stands at 300 points.
Oh, I just realized how many rounds of artillery rained into the Panzer League player's base. He lost the Panzer Jäger command, so no more 222s. But you can deploy out some either Hotchkisses or Panzer IV Cs for anti-infantry support. I suppose he also is the Luftwaffe ground forces, so Verbal would be would be a possibility as well. So maybe a bit cheaper to go for the Panzer IV C, because Verbal what, 500 or no, 625 manpower, right? He doesn't have available yet. So Panzer IV Cs, and he probably has plenty of fuel. US player has plenty of fuel. Yeah, 1,000 fuel. So it's probably a good idea to go for Panzer IV Cs rather than Verbal Winds. It's 480? Okay. I'm getting all the numbers mixed up. There's a lot of numbers to memorize. Yeah, 620 was actually for priests, wasn't it? Oh, what the heck? God damn it. I don't know why that's been happening occasionally where it's somehow randomly hitting the Windows key.
Minefield's clean.
And I know that time my hands were not on the keyboard.
Point is ours.
Minesweeper deployed on out. AE knows console command. Alright, I'll see if I can ask him. Though I'll probably Google search. I didn't realize there's a console command to get rid of this. Oh well.
What are my coordinates?
At least if somebody randomly joins the stream, wondering if I'm playing or not, they can see the big playback button, essentially.
Not building here.
Snipers do pick off 2 of those models. The last model will retreat on back. And it looks like the Rangers will going to be cutting off these resources up here.
Minefield, F off.
He says minefield. Yep, there's a butterfly bomb right there. It's going to take time to clean that up. Very nice.
Finished. Taking heat.
Rangers have fired up.
Our supply lines are being threatened.
And does throw out a grenade right there and does wipe out one of those Fallschirmjäger squads. Is he just low on manpower? Or is he saving up for more Panthers? He's saving up for more Panthers. And butterfly bombs. He's going to lose a large number of these Fallschirmjäger squads. It may be just worth it just to reinforce them, then push out.
Squad is gathered and ready.
Yeah. Going for those Panthers, he only needs to get a handful more VPs. So going for Panthers and the infantry probably be a better option. Go for the VP game at this point in time rather than trying to pull out more Panthers. And right now, he doesn't need something as heavy as a Panther. Lighter assets as the Hotchkiss or Panzer IV would probably be a bit better for anti-infantry support or get his verbal winds deployed. But going for full Panther, sure, they're durable. You can leave them alone a little bit more, but team up for 1,000 manpower. The last set of Panthers didn't do all too well.
What are my
And
coordinates?
his opponent still has AT guns. But right now, I think just going for more infantry and hit these points is probably a little bit better. He doesn't need to win forever. He just needs to win long enough for reducing the VPs. Engineers getting ripped apart. These tank traps, of course, can be crushed by the Panthers. But there are some landmines here which could be very useful. Some of these AT shots are now hitting his tank traps. Over here, I've got Panzer Grenadiers and Fallschirmjägers are advancing. And the garrison's now getting hit as well. We got, looks like another off-map combat group, Hellcat, with another pair of riflemen and a 30 cal. Very nice. The other 30 cal has gone down. Maybe that's the same 30 cal. By the way, they can help him secure some sectors. Panthers are getting a bit wounded. He goes around to the garrison as well. He maybe attacked grounding. Nope, I don't know how wide that shot was.
That's it. Construction finished.
More landmines, very nice. His opponent does not have any Kettengrads out on the field, so he can't really spot them unless he goes for that one upgrade. But he doesn't have a whole lot of Panzer Grenadiers out on the field either. Thank you for the follow, LuckyStilet. 1. Is it Streetlet? Stilet. There we go. Not Strelet.
That's it. Construction finished.
Panther's pushing way forward. We got the rifleman squad here. They potentially could rush forward with a sticky bomb. As this rifleman now receiving some fire. Overall, great field control by the U.S. player. I tried. The CompanyHeroes2.org site is bugged at the moment, where it's trying to encapsulate the bold text. It's preventing you from adding streams to co2.org. I already tried, and already mentioned it to the oranges about that. As I know as well, on co2.org, I'm also known as Agion. The AE symbol, G-I-O-N. Sort of going a bit of a name change, I guess you could say.
We have finished construction.
Panther's receiving some hits.
What do you need?
That two
They have
Rangers.
200 points left.
Ooh, and eventually could see some rear armor hits there on this Panther.
That's it. Construction
Crush 105 as well. Oh, get inside the garrison. That's probably a good idea. A lot of windows on this side. Great hits there. And actually, there's actually a lot of windows up here, so that's 6 windows to fire from. Just have to make sure it doesn't drop any bazooka models there since he has Thompson's upgraded. Infantry units trying to stop the VP bleed. Rangers have fired up and are now exhausted. Does get inside this garrison as well. Ooh, receive a lot of splash damage there. They're piled up on that door. And we got no more bazooka models here. This is the problem with the Thompson upgrades. It doesn't allow the slot items to be passed around. So now that squad can no longer finish off that Panther. Though the M2 could potentially. Ooh. Snipers almost got crushed by the Panther. Hellcat is at full health as well, but getting body blocked by his own tank traps. 80 gun does get a shot up there, but doesn't finish it off. 30 cal hitting the Kettengrad.
Rangers ready.
And the Rangers just need to fall back fully. Mortar half-track engaging. Does fired up. I'm not sure why he's firing up rather than doing a full retreat. Inside the garrison, no bazookas up and firing. It does do a full retreat there. Does get some good hits there. Ooh, both Panthers are a sneeze away from death.
That's a ball game. Construction finished. Shake it and bake it. Hellcat here. Same to us.
No, this is the Company Heroes 1, not Company Heroes 3.
We're losing them.
This, I will be streaming Company Heroes 3 tomorrow, but today is my standard day for company covering replays from Company Heroes 1. Also, welcome.
Under fire. What do you need?
Kettengrad spotting for the mortar half-track. Rangers are being reinforced. We got one bazooka up and going. It's a bit of a 50-50 gamble when not the next model will come out with bazooka. Sniper does get a wipe there on this Volksschirmjäger squad. He's been sending out these single-man Volksschirmjägers getting wiped out.
Time to get out there and landmines detected.
I did select Company Heroes 1 right in the Twitch description. You can double check that, just want to make sure.
Pay attention.
Artillery raining on into the 4 HQ. Can't really try to decapture it. Oh, why is it doing again? I think one of my one of the Windows buttons may be partially jammed down. It's keep on hitting the Windows button when I'm not even touching it.
Orders.
I need to double check that in between after this replay. Try to fix that. Right now, I was trying to minimize for some random reasons. Mortar half track, trying to get some hits there. This camouflage Kettengrad does provide some good spotting. The US player is at pop cap, and maybe one reason why he can't reinforce his rangers all the way. Does spot the Kettengrad here. Does have one bazooka up and going. The bazooka could potentially finish it off, or the Hellcat. Fired up has been activated. This Panther is fully repaired. This one is almost fully repaired. The triple capture against the Panzer lead player. The tickets are counting down quickly. Got some bars research. Very nice. And looks like he found some more butterfly bombs. Okay, why does it keep on doing that? It keeps on trying to, like if I'm hitting the start button. And I'm not hitting my keyboard whatsoever. I think I got a jammed key down somewhere, and I don't really want to mess with it until after this replay. 30 cal firing, Hellcat's defending. AT gun just got set on up. He's trying to overrun the AT gun. Got 30 cal in place in here. Rifleman squad trying to charge forward with a sticky bomb. Main gun destroyed onto the Hellcat. Does not get a sticky bomb off there, but does get the full kill there on that Panther. This one has damage thanks to a landmine. That 2 AT gun here. And another landmine detonation there, wiping out his AT gun. This one, however, still in a good angle there. Gets a hit there. Sticky bomb being thrown. Maybe get the damage engine crit. Destroyed engine crit. And another AT gun up there as well. So this Panther will likely go down to the next AT gun shot. 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 Okay, that's a reposition. I'm getting a little bit off of that. And sticky bomb will probably finish it off. There it goes. Rifleman will be getting the cutoff point there. Panzer Grenadiers receiving a bit of fire from the 30 cal. They got more artillery raining on in. In the infrastructure, he's gone for a fresh Panzer Jaeger command, maybe going for a 222.
Ready.
Snipers have looks like clear out this region. Still have to be careful of fresh Volkswagen popping on out. Let's see how many resources he has at the moment. Not a lot of manpower. Of course, it's something you can't really gauge how much manpower your opponent has. He's going for a 222. He's down to 1 Panzer Grenadier, 1 Volkswagen, so losing too many squads. The amount of snipers fighting may have been a good idea if we'll go for the 5-man squad upgrade. Not 5-man squad, 4-man squad. 5-man squads and computers too.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Camp Copelet has proven its superiority once again.
And looks like he may have finished off one of the snipers right
The
there.
Americans are capturing a sector.
Yeah, one of the snipers did go down, perhaps to a butterfly bomb. Well, this Volkswagen squad should be overran. Got a Bet 3 sniper here, as well as 2 rifleman squads. He's receiving some forward healing. More butterfly bombs. And this rifleman squad will go in and get some shots there onto these butterfly bombs.
They are in our base. They are hitting our base.
Good, it's there onto the Panzer support command. Got a capture against the Panzer lead player, so the VPs are counting down against him. And he's now only down the Panzer Jaeger command for 222s and other various support from that structure. Which is not a lot. 222s advancing forward, but an excellent place to the US landmine there will severely cripple it. There's another landmine right there, which could be spotted or tripped by the 222. Rangers try to push on forward, but there's still the flak. Both the flak are still up and going. Was that a squad wipe there? Yep, there goes that Panzer Grenadier.
Make ready for action.
Going for that cutoff point, but soon he goes for this cutoff point as well. He's lacking infantry. And he may have backed out of the game now. Yep, he's backed out of the game, so that is the end of the replay. little bit of dragged out a little bit longer than needed to, but either way, this is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.